Money is important, work is important, partner is important, children are important. Is it possible to have it all and not be obsessed about your roles? Wasn't it Shakespeare who said, "All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players"? He was echoing something that the ancient rishis recognized a long time ago. And what is that fact? It is a space of self-awareness between the actor and the role. An actor in the theatre plays a role according to the script. If the script requires that the actor is kind, the actor is kind. If the script requires the actor is tough, the actor is tough. While playing the role, he or she is alert, deliberate, and faithful to the script. He or she can effortlessly do what the script demands because he or she knows it is a role. By just knowing that it is a role makes a huge difference. There is no role without problems, whether it's a movie or a play. In real life too, there is no role without problems. Sooner or later, you have a problem with your partner or your children or your parents. In relating to all of them, you are affected because of an emotional hangover. How does one not have an emotional hangover? Only by discovering the space of self-awareness between the person and the role. When the actor knows that it is a role, this knowledge gives the space that is desired. This space is not physical. This space of self-awareness helps you see that you play the role, but you are other than the role. When I'm using the word role, I don't mean it in the sense of something fake. I mean it in the sense of relating to another person and therefore relating in a particular way. So the way I relate to my partner will definitely be different than the way I relate to my child. So what we see is, if I have a problem with the boss, because of self-awareness, I confine it to that relationship. I don't generalize it to all of life. Just by this simple act of recognition, the problems of the role are not allowed to enter into or affect the person because of the space of self-awareness. If I have a problem with a partner, then I confine it only to that role. I do not make sweeping generalizations regarding my entire life. So let's visualize this. You are sitting in front of your mother. Mother is to the right and your partner is to the left. When you relate to your mother, you relate in a particular way. When you relate to the partner, you relate in another way. And you're having a conversation with both of them. Just by a shift in glance, your attention gets shifted. Just by a shift in your glance, you are able to drop one role and pick up the other role because you're talking to both of them one at a time. So when you relate to your mother, you are different. When you relate to your partner, you are different. Are you replaced as you drop a role and pick up the other? You are not replaced, because if you were replaced, you would vanish and there would be no continuity at all. But you are. So what happens is, it seems like there is a partial change in me when I relate to the mother or I relate to the partner. But this partial change in the context of the role does not seem to leave any trace upon me. Therefore, you are able to drop new roles, to pick up new roles, without really undergoing a change on your part. This is an absolutely extraordinary thing that happens with all of us on a daily basis. That when we relate to something, we don't intrinsically undergo a change. The truth of the matter, what the ancient rishis figured out a long time ago, is you fill up all your roles, but you are other than the roles. The role depends on you. You, the person, are independent of all roles.